Closest one so far, winning it with that defensive identity. Just what did you kind of think of your guys' performance?
I thought it was going to be a fight. That's a good team right there, and they challenged us and we responded to the adversity, and it was great. I thought it was amazing. I like how they got challenged, but when things went rough, they got together, and I really, really enjoyed watching that.
It seemed like Nique specifically recognized those moments of when there's big runs in this game and stepped up. What do you think of his creation, him recognizing those moments?
Yeah, he knows it. He sees it. He feels it. He senses it, and guys know it too. And he takes the ball and he makes things happen for everybody. And it happens for himself too. But I just like how he controlled the game.
What do you think of his self-creation ability? You see him facing up some rip-through jumpers, that touch in the mid-range.
No, he's got a variety of ways to score and a variety of positions to score from. And it's exciting. It's difficult to guard.
Yeah, and I think you held them below 40%, but there's the turnovers, offensive rebounds. What do you feel like could have been cleaned up there?
Yeah, it's the offensive rebounds. They probably had over 20 second chance points. I think Tomlin had like 7 offensive rebounds in the first half, and that was like a major focal point. We got to hit somebody. A lot of their shots were coming from threes, and it was long shots, you go long rebounds, so that ball was going everywhere, so it was tough. But we have to put a bow in someone's chest, and create the umbrella and let the ball fall in front of us and go get it, So we let a couple guys get loose, and that's where they got their offensive rebounds.
And then with Max back out there today, you're seeing him. What have you thought of his switchability? You're seeing him go onto some guards there, and what have you thought of his versatility?
No, I thought it was great. He does a great job of communicating and keeping bodies on bodies, and then when he switches, it's really good, because he keeps a hand up, so guys want to shoot on him. They see a contested three, and he can contain and move his feet. He even picked up full court. I love seeing that, and that's where we want to kind of just experiment and see what can he do, and challenge him, and he did.
Isaiah Stevens closing the game out there instead of Crawford. What did you see from Isaiah?
It's just like when Isaiah's out there, he's a point guard, and he can get us settled down. He can handle the pressure, put guys in the right spots, and I thought he was picking up really well. I just felt like we needed that for this game to take care of the ball, and our goal is to always hold them under 15 turnovers, and we had, I think, 14, but team 15. So I thought that was our goal, and we accomplished it.
In 4 games under the belt, Devin, I know it's point guard by committee, but with Devin sort of leading the show there, what have you thought of the job he's done?
I thought he's doing an excellent job, and he's attacking pressure when he needs to, he's setting up guys when he needs to, he's kicking in ahead when he needs to, and his leadership in the timeouts, it's been unreal.
And Tyrese Proctor over on the other end had a big game. Obviously, you guys come away with the win, but how impressed were you with him?
I'm very impressed. I mean, that guy is very talented, and we know that. We saw him in the draft workout too. I was like, wow. But he was really good. He had a great night, but we did a good job of trying to even it out.
Still got to wait and see results. I think point differential, whatever the tiebreakers are specific, but pretty excited for an opportunity to play for that championship.
Yeah, I didn't mention it to the team. I didn't want them thinking about that. I just said, hey, get the win, and then wherever the chips land, the chips land.
What did you think of Isaac's impact in the first quarter, especially with the scoring and his ability to just kind of run the floor?
Yeah, and that's the huge part. I keep telling him, if you didn't get the rebound, just run. And then you're a big target. So we hit you, and then it's going to be very difficult for guys to stop at the rim because most of the time it's a guard getting back. It's not a big, right? So it's like 6'8" versus like a 6'5" guy. And I think that's where his advantage is.
This group seems really together. Like 2 weeks ago, you guys were just kind of learning each other's names. What do you kind of attribute the togetherness to?
It's just like the overall vibe. They really like each other as a group, And then when we're at practice, they're coming early. They're getting up shots. They're vibing with each other, and that's probably it, And also winning does help,
Of course, yeah.
How much do you feel like playing into this defensive identity also helps guys for their translation to that next level? Yeah,
it's just like the reality is if you want to make the NBA, right, you're gonna have to play some defense right now. And for our team especially, that's our mindset, and that's what we expect from every position. So these guys are playing it, they're showing it, and that's what's gonna help them make that leap.
A few questions. I just had a few questions kind of related to Las Vegas. I know it's been a talk about its expansion. Is you seeing here Vegas in the Summer League and being around the NBA, just how do you feel like Las Vegas is a possible expansion if the league were to go to 32?
I mean, I think it'd be amazing. Las Vegas got a great fan base. You saw it in the hockey, right? When I think they won a championship in the first year, and even with the Ace, right? They got a great fan base. So I think it'd be amazing to have the Vegas team over here. Just when we come play an away game here, we got to be careful. That's the only problem. So they might have the advantage on that one.
When you come here, do you have any go-to spots, restaurants, or activities or things you like to do when you come to Vegas?
I usually do, but I've been pretty locked in my room for this because when you're the head coach, you kind of have to really dial in. But yeah, you know, I took my family out to an Italian restaurant the other night. It was really good, man. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it, Dip.
Thank you.
See you around. Good. Yeah.
Enjoyed it?
Absolutely.